Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fitness Insight with Pew, where we talk about practical and effective ways to stay healthy and fit. I'm your host, Pew, also known as the Mommy on Mission, and today we are diving into the topic that many of us face, finding the right workout routine for our busy lifestyle. Whether you're juggling a full time job, managing a household, or both, it can be challenging to find right exercise, find right time for your fitness. But don't worry, I got you. I'm going to share some insights with you to make it a real difference. So, the points that we're going to cover today are understanding your schedule, then setting realistic goals, then we're looking at choosing the right type of exercise, then how you can add those exercises into your daily routine, and how you can utilize online resources and how you can stay motivated. Along with that, at the end of the session, I'm going to tell you about how my workout session works to make sure you get to work out on the time that you choose for yourself without actually impacting your daily lifestyle. Okay, so first topic of today, understanding your schedule. First of all, you need to understand if you want to work out, if you want to add a healthy lifestyle, you need to make sure that the routine that you are adding is not impacting your daily lifestyle. If you get up early to cook food, if you get up early to make sure that your kids are getting ready for the school, and if you are somebody who wakes up late because you work late, all that. So everybody has a different schedule. Not everyone can go for that, early morning jog, early morning workout, because everybody has a different schedule. Now, if you want to add a workout, you need to understand where can I add this workout routine? What would be the right time, which will be easily manageable, which will be consistent, which will be not impacting the other work. For example, you wake up at 7 a.m. daily for cooking food. Okay, now you have that time set for a particular task that you do daily. But if you want to add workout, you will say, okay, 6:30 I will do workout and 7 I will start cooking. But do you think you will be managed to do that back to back? If you wake up at 6:15, you start your workout by 6:30, you completed it by 7, do you think you will be able to manage post that workout? If you think yes, I can, then definitely you can go for it. But if you feel no, this workout of 6:30 will impact my 7 a.m. work, then you need to rework on your schedule. Then try to understand where can I put this workout. So trick and tip how I do it. I take a pen and paper. I write down everything that I need to do every day. So for me personally, I have my job, then I have my kid to send her to school, then I have my sessions to take in the morning. What I do is I try to write everything down, how my Monday to Friday looks, which session at what time, when do I have to get up to cook for my kid, when I am going to cook breakfast, how am I going to start my working, everything. Now, whatever I had in my mind, I can see it on the paper. Once you have it on the paper, you have the blueprint in front of you. Now you can visualize, now you can understand, okay, now I see a gap here, now I see a gap here. I can add a workout here, I can add a resting here. Once you have that map done, what I called is blueprint. Once you have a blueprint of your routine in front of you, this will help you do many things. Not only your workout, you can add extra activities as well. You can add some extra. With this help, I have started my business as well. When I looked at this map, I saw that there were a lot of free time. I added more sessions. So once you have this blueprint, you can get to know where can I add this schedule without actually impacting the work that I do. That is done. Moving on to the second. setting up realistic goal. Now here, when you have the time, when you have set the time, okay, Monday to Friday this time, and the time is fixed. Now let's look at what exactly are we expecting. Now here, if you feel okay, I just have only 30 minutes or I have only 45 minutes, but I wanted to do 1 hour, how am I going to do it? So you would think, okay, let's do many exercises in 30 minutes. Do you think that's the right approach? If you feel okay, that is right approach for me, go for it. But personally, I feel that will not be a right approach, considering it will impact your lifestyle because you will be tired. If you're tired because of workout, then the work that you needed to do, like if you had to go to office, but because you did so many workouts, so many movement in the day, you are tired to go to office. Now you're taking sick leave. Now this workout is impacting your regular life. Your mind will tell you, okay, just leave it because of your workout. See your what is happening. We do not want that happening. If you want to stay consistent, you need to make sure you need to start slow. Start it by normal stretching. Start your day, start your workouts by basic movements, and give yourself that time to gradually increase the intensity. That is how you're going to set realistic goal. Then you need to choose the right type of workout. Now, as I said, the intensity of the workout will decide how it is going to impact the other factors of your routine. So intensity, what type of workout you're going to go for. And then there are multiple type of workouts. There are body weight workout, there are strength training where you add dumbbells in your workout. Then there are only body stretches, there's yoga. What kind of workout do you think is suitable for your fitness level? That you need to understand. Okay, now workouts are effective and can be done at home. But what kind of workout can be done at home, whether it is suitable for me or not, that discussion you need to have with yourself or with your fitness coach. If you're going for any online sessions, that discussion is also equally important because it decides how your day is going to look. You did one day, you did high intensity, next day you take sick leave, third day you felt so tired that you left entirely, that no, I'm not going to do yoga, or not, I'm not going to do workout anymore. So this small decisions plays an important role in your daily routine. Let's learn. Once you know, okay, what type of workout I'm going to do, you planned it out. Next is adding those workouts into your daily activities. So it means, let's say there was something unavoidable circumstances and you couldn't work out. But if you couldn't work out, what else can you do rather than working out on that day? What else can you do? Can you add a little bit of dance, 10 to 20 minutes of dance or 20 minutes of aerobics? Can you add little walk on that day? Can you add those workout activities in your daily life? You need to plan that as well. Okay, I couldn't do workout today, let's do walk. So you got up early in the morning, you did walk in the house itself, or you took the stairs, you went ahead up and down to the building. So personally, what I used to do on the days when I was like feeling sick, or I didn't feel like working out at all, I took the stairs. I live on the 6th floor, so I took the stair and I started climbing in. So even if I was climbing the stairs, I had this mentality that I'm not going to overdo it. If I'm feeling very sick, if I'm climbing and I reached 4th floor, I'm not going to force myself to reach on that 6th. I'm going to take the stair and feel good that okay, at least I took 4 stairs. I'm not going to feel bad, okay, I couldn't reach 6th floor, I couldn't do that. No, it is okay. Appreciate what you did rather than looking at what you couldn't. That approach will always help you in life. Next, using online resources. So how do you use online resources? There are online workout session videos, there are online um, routines then that you can adapt and that you can utilize to make sure, okay, for days when you are not working out, you just want to dance, put on a music, put on a Zumba video, dance, you're done. Better than no activity or no workout on that day, you have done something for yourself. Okay, that's how the consistency comes in place, that every day you're doing something or other, you are not letting a day, single day, go without any physical activity, whether workout, whether stairs, whether walk, whether dance, something or other happening to keep your body in the movement, because that is the end goal. The end goal is to keep ourselves in the movement. And finally, staying motivated. Now, let me tell you, honestly speaking, not everybody is motivated enough to, get up in the morning, work out. And even the best of best athletes, they feel tired, they feel like giving up, but they don't. Reason? Because the motivation helps you to start, but the consistency comes with the discipline, where okay, no matter how bad I'm feeling today, I'm going to do this. Not exactly this, I will do that and an alternative, but I am going to keep it going. Okay, so to make sure that you stay consistent in this journey, you need to find that um, discipline for you. So, how can you stay disciplined? With the help of your mindset, by journaling, feeling accountable. Okay, every day I'm tracking my journey, so I need to write down. Then you can set reminders. Uh, then speak to yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself, tell yourself, okay, even if it is a hard day today, don't worry, I got you. This single statement, that okay, don't worry, you have me, even if things are going bad, I am there for you. This single statement to yourself in this mirror, this self reflection, helps you keep going. And as I said, set reminders, track your process, and finally find a workout buddy. Find somebody who will push you, who will help you, who will check on you even on the bad days when you feel, okay, I don't want to feel like working out. You need to feel that confident on this person that you can tell them this without even judgment. So what happened with most of us, that when you are in a family where you start something new, they see you doing it and then you take a break, they see that also, and they start judging you. They either judge you or either pass a comment, but very rarely they will understand you. If you have somebody who understands, well done, you have a very very awesome family. But if you do not, okay, then you need to find somebody whom you can trust, to whom you can easily tell that, okay, I'm not feeling like working out today, without the fear of judgment. And once that person tell you, okay, fine, it's okay, we are going to do this another way, we are going to take it slow. Once you have that constant support, trust me, this fitness is going to go on the next level. You'll have a new way of looking at the workout. You have somebody to rely on, somebody to depend on, somebody to guide you. Okay, and that's where my workout session comes in picture. When I started this journey, I was alone. I somehow I was managing somehow, like I was keeping myself on the toe with the techniques that I told you, that finding a blueprint of the routine, then looking at the mirror, talking to ourselves, being your motivations, being your self motivation and all that. But when I started these workout session, it did not only help the client, it helped me too, because they were my workout buddies too, right? They were keeping me motivated while I was keeping them motivated. So these sessions, where I've created a community of the people who you can trust, you can rely, you have the healthy conversation. So you must have noticed, when you sit in the group of people, when you go out, not always the conversation keeps you interested in it. The conversation could be about, NASA. And if you're somebody who's not interested, and you get bored easily, you do not feel that you are so involved in the conversation, or you're not interested, or you're not sharing the ideas, you're not doing the brainstorming. But when you sit amongst the people who has similar goals, like-minded people, everybody has something to say and everybody is sharing something which is equally important and something you are learning, and you can also participate by sharing your experience, the conversation goes to the next level. Finding such community is a big success, and I could do it for you. I could find the community where everybody is talking about health, diet, struggle, realistic goal, everything, achievement. Every conversation is going to be something that you either learn, you either make others aware, you teach them. So I could able to do that, along with making you go through the workouts, making you do something for you. If not this timing, go for that timing. There are multiple sessions throughout the day, because I knew the struggle of missing out on one timing. You missed on that particular timing, the entire day goes to waste. You feel sad, you feel bad, you feel, what did I miss, why did I do it? You spiral. I don't want you to spiral. That's why this uh, you know ability to join any session, flexibility to join any workout session was given to the ladies, and that has helped many. If you want to know more about the sessions, you can let me know. I have shared my number in the description. You can definitely give me a shout on the WhatsApp. And with that note, I will end this session today. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode with me, Fitness Insight with Pio. I hope you found these tips helpful and have inspired you to find a workout routine that fits your busy lifestyle. Remember, it's all about making small and consistent changes that can lead to a big result over time. If you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover in future episodes, feel free to reach out to me on the Instagram at the Mommy on Mission. Stay fit, stay healthy, and see you next time.